All right, Coach. Obviously, when it comes to you, first year as the head coach at Central Noble, what are some of the changes in the transition like for you and for this football team?
Well, with a new staff in place, we're going to go ahead and try to give the Cougars a different offensive and defensive feel. So basically, we're implementing a whole new offense, a whole new defense. We obviously still want to establish a good ground game. Is something Central Nobles always have tried to done in the past, but our style is going to be a little different with a few different formations and just taking a young group of guys and teaching them a whole new system.
Yeah, what do you think this team learned from last year that they can apply to kind of add on successfully in 2010?
Well, I really think that this last year's group graduated a lot of seniors off Central Noble's team, and so what the younger guys have learned from them is basically they want to try to take a new teamwork approach, feel to it, and really try to do some things that hasn't been done at Central Noble in a few years.
Taking a look at your roster, obviously CONEY is the guy that stands out, over 1,000 yards last year. What does he do well, and what can he do to have another great season for you guys?
Well, Justin is I'll tell you, the thing that people don't understand with Justin is he's a hard worker in the off season. He's in the weight room all the time. He works out, and so that leadership ability that he provides and just working hard in the off season, getting stronger, working on his footwork, his ability in that off season is going to have to be to step up. So in season, then he's going to have to carry the ball for us and establish that ground game, which he's capable of doing.
What do you think are the goals and the potential for this Central Noble team in 2010?
Well, I think the thing we're excited the most about is just we're going to take a young group of guys, really focus on fundamentals, becoming a solid team, and really springboarding off and trying to make every game we're in very competitive and trying to reestablish ourselves as a power in the NECC is what we're going to try to do.
All right, Justin CONEY from the Central Noble Cougars team. First off, talk a little bit about what this team has to do to be successful in 2010.
The juniors have to pull their weight. We have very few seniors to follow on, so juniors and sophomores have to pull a little more weight than we usually do, and everyone's got to step up a little more.
Obviously, one of the things you take a look at on paper is a coaching change, but kind of a familiar name up there at the top. What's the transition already been like, and what do you think are going to be some of the big changes?
Well, Coach Benning has always been sitting in the spot right under the head coach, so him moving up isn't anything new to me, and I think it's completely fine, and I think you do a good job at it. And I think we'll have to change a little on defense and on offense, but I think it'll be fine.
When you take a look at the season you guys had last year, what did you guys learn, and what can you carry over from that season to have a more successful season in 2010?
We lost a lot of good players, and everyone's got to step up, and that the competition level steps up for everyone.
Talk about yourself, coming off a 1,000-yard season. That's always kind of the goal for a back, is to break that 1,000-yard barrier. How do you build off that year?
Just try to get better every year, and hopefully break more records.
Talk a little bit about what this team has to do offensively to be as successful as they were last season.
We have to fill in new quarterback position, fullback. We have to find some wide receivers and tight ends, but I think we'll do good, do fine.